Hello, everybody. Jess Lohse on the weekly update. SBCA Structural Building Components Association is June 26th. It means the year is almost half over, which is a big milestone. Q2 is coming to a close, but it is one of those that it's flying by here. And I guess that all you can do is just keep going and get as much done while the time does fly. But recapping this week, one of the cool things we did, our executive committee and the TPI board got together in Denver for an afternoon of meetings. We had dinner, and it was really good opportunity to catch up on what TPI is working on, a lot of their testing projects, some proposed joint testing between the two associations, as well as really help educate them or, bring them up to speed and update them more so than what they get at the OQMs as far as what activities SBCA is working on, like our SBCA component craft, our professional membership, our SBCRI changes, some tweaks and subtle things there that they care about, as well as BCSI education and training and what we're planning on doing there and how they can help complement that and work with us where we have possibilities. But really great meeting. It's fun to see that group come together. Over the years, it's kind of been a little bit of this once in a while, but we're really copacetic now. And, even when there are issues that we might have some questions on or differences, it's really nice to see how professional every single person is at that meeting and just how they are able to bring their concerns up and we can talk about it like adults and really, just really put the industry, broader industry, component industry on a solid footing. And that's really, the two organizations working together because we really are, not necessarily tied at the hip, but we're joined at the hip in a lot of ways where, selling trusses require plates and it's hard to build trusses without the plates. It can be done, but it's not nearly as easy. So that's why the metal plate connected wood truss industry is so valuable to both organizations. Beyond that, the associate director position, that's one that we're looking for a fairly significant position here at SBC. I don't know if I've talked about it in this forum quite yet, but it is one of those that looking to broaden our team and really be able to provide some additional direction to a number of our directors and really support what it is that they're doing and really enhance our team and bring some additional value. We're looking for somebody with some really strong marketing chops, maybe some event history or understanding events really well to help our team there, as well as education and training, some of the business development and the sales. So a really dynamic individual. We've got the position open on our website, SBCAcomponents.com, as well as LinkedIn, and I believe we're going to open it up on Indeed too. So we'll see what we get with the combination of, kind of looking for a unicorn, a bit of a unicorn, but also with some component industry experience would be preferred. But it is one of those. We'll see what we get and make some good choices. But that is the cool thing about working for SBCA. It's a work from home. It's a distributed work environment. So it's really, we're attracting candidates nationwide. We've even had a few international candidates, which I think that brings up some of those hiccups that we're not probably able to hire those folks. But it is one that it is a competitive position, but we want to try to find the absolute best because one, our association, our industry deserves the best, but two, we've got a really, great team of really high performing individuals. And it's going to take a lot to come into this team and perform well. And, we're looking to add to that and do that as well. So really it's a fun process for me to try to find that needle in the haystack, but we'll get there and looking forward to that. If you have any questions about the position, feel free to reach out and I'll do my best to explain it to you, give you the job description. If you're interested, or if you know somebody, feel free to pass it along. But it is one of those that, our industry, our association is doing some really great things and looking to add to that. Beyond that, speaking of additions to our team, Andrea Patton with our SBCA Foundation Philanthropy and Outreach Coordinator, she started this week. So we're getting her up to speed and going, and that's a part-time, half-time position. So she's not going to be here, all the time, but it is one of those that we're getting her going and getting her understanding what the foundation is and kind of working through those first few things that happen through the week that you kind of get up to speed and onboarding, so to speak. But looking forward to introducing her to all the trustees. And then she's a go-getter. So I'm excited to see where we go with that and what the foundation brings. So look for some changes and some more energy there that's going to be very direct from a specific individual. And we'll pull from all kinds of staff as we always have. But it'll be interesting to see the work that she does. Industry award nominations are still open, so get those in. We've got quite a few. Well, we got a few, but we can always use more because it is one of those we want to make sure it's a competitive situation there where we're choosing the absolute best person for this year for those awards. And then, coming up next week, July 4th, so we're going to have a number of people out of the office and in. I'll be around, but I'm taking the week off to work on my addition that's happening back there. Plus, have some really good friends that are getting married, so I'll slip over to the Flathead Valley for that wedding. But if you need something, don't hesitate to reach out because I will be available. I just might be setting trusses or, getting my hands dirty a little bit too as well. But that's the nice thing about it, is being able to walk the walk and not just talk the talk all the time, even though those steps in between the walking is fewer and further between. But beyond that, last thing, thinking about BCMC, I think we're 95 days out, 90-ish. So I got a meeting coming up with Allie, and we'll see where the angst is with that. I'm sure she's got everything covered, but it's always fun to see that, 120, 90, 60, 30, and then BCMC is right around the corner. So if you've not registered, I encourage you to do so. Remember that early bird gets the hotel room that they want, not the other way around. So think about that, as well as a few of those sponsorships and whatnot. We're closing those up, but it is one. If you've got any inquiries or anything there, make sure you reach out to our team as soon as possible, because we want to make sure BCMC is the best it can possibly be. That means it includes you to be there, either as an exhibitor, as an attendee, or whatever it is that you're going to be. But we need people to be there, and that includes you. So with that, I'm going to take off. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great week. Continue working hard. We'll do the same. Until next time, peaks up, press on. That's, you put the peaks up on the truss and you press the trusses through. Sometimes people ask me what the heck's that all about, so maybe that helps. Anyway, we'll talk to you all later. Happy July 4th.